ready for me to.
All right.
Am I
Thank you
being
very much,
stuck?
everyone. Welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International. I'm so excited to have this great woman on the African Portal Radio. She's going to take over the platform. She have 15 to 20 minutes to present her book. Everyone, join me to welcome this woman on the African Portal Radio. Please go ahead, introduce yourself, present your book to the world, let them know what you carry, let them know what you have. I leave the floor.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. It's a very great honor to be able to connect with you. My name is Desange Kuenihira. I'm originally from Congo, raised in Uganda. I am an author, a model, a speaker, an advocate, founder, and a CEO of Undefeated. Undefeated is a nonprofit organization working with youth and women, supporting youth in Uganda, especially single mothers and women who have went through, who have suffered child marriage, to be able to help them, to give them their voice back, to empower them, and to make sure that their kids don't have to go through what they went through. And educating the youth. The youth is the leaders for tomorrow. So just supporting the youth, giving them the resource, and to be able to help them enrich their potentials. I have written a book called Undefeated Woman. Most people ask me why did I title the book Undefeated Woman? I titled Undefeated Woman because looking back as I wrote the book, looking back, seeing all things that I have been through, I have worked through, and I still have overcome them, and that way I have walked through them with a positive mindset, looking on the positive side of everything. I think that has been one of the greatest thing why I chose to call it Undefeated Woman. And I believe that every single person have the power within them to be able to overcome every challenge they go through. And you are undefeated as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't quit. Along the way, just learning through the process, trying to understand why am I in this moment at this time, and just like allowing yourself to grow and just learn, and be in touch with yourself, be in touch with your emotion, just understand yourself. Usually, when you understand yourself, you is I would not say it's easier, but it's more. It makes the journey or the challenges you're going through much easier at the end of the day. So, and it's for me personally, it's my story, and so for people who have read it and have given me feedback saying the book is inspiring, I believe it is inspiring, and a lot of people can relate in can relate to the book. I talk about my experience as a refugee. I talk my experience as a woman growing up. Um, I talk about growing up. Being called meaningless girl, seeing myself and pushing myself, seeing myself coming from a meaningless girl to undefeated woman, which has been incredible journey for me. It has not been the easiest. Sometimes it's said and done, but it's not the easiest. I guess the one thing on this journey I had to understand that my opinion is what matters the most. And if I know who I am, I understand who I am. Other people's words, other people's opinion doesn't have power over me. But if I don't know who I am and I listen to what people tell me or comment, and then people words have power over me. So it has been a quite interesting journey. I talk about how I overcame this journey, how I have been able to survive because it hasn't been easy. And I also talk about how to just keep a positive mindset throughout experiences because some experiences they're here to teach us and help us grow. Some experiences help us go on the next level of our life. So, Undefeated Woman, it's a very inspiring book, and it can go so many ways. And I talk my experience of coming to United States, growing up out here, and just like going through the foster care system. So I quite talk about a lot of things in the book, but it has for sure been a blessing to be able to share my story with the world. I share with my story with the world. I hope that this book helps someone find themselves, find their path, find their journey, and know and believe that they can do it, and learn how to believe within themselves, learn to have faith, and learn to hope even when it doesn't make sense. Because a lot of things will happen to you, and you'll be okay, why is this happening to me? It doesn't make sense within that moment, but at the end of the day, someday, everything you have went through, will you connect those dots and it will make sense. As I wrote Unfeated Woman, at the end of the book, I kind of realized why everything happened the way it happened. And I am glad and I'm so happy that it happened the way it happened, because it has for sure prepared me for the best. It has for sure given me to look on the side of, okay, growing up, having nothing, growing up in poverty, struggling, getting education, but at the same time, being given the opportunity and holding that opportunity, and just using the opportunity the best I can, and just like pushing through. And it has made me appreciate the life I have today. And definitely, I would not change those experiences for anything, because they have shaped me into the woman I am today. So it has quite been a journey, and I can't wait y'all to read the book and just get your copy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And for sure, it has been a journey. I think the one thing that I share on this journey, sometimes we all need someone to hold our hands. We all need each other to be able to succeed or go to whatever place. Right now, I'm on this radio right now talking. I needed his help to be able to get my book out, to be able to get the word to know about the book. So we all need help. So along this journey, I have not been able to walk it alone. I had have a lot of mentors. I have had people supporting me. I have had people come in and just teach me. So I have had a lot of support. That's the one thing. Sometimes when we get up there, we tend to forget people who have been there with us, people who have been through the thick and thin with us. But as I finished writing this book, I was able thank everyone who has been a part of this journey, everyone who, even my teachers. So each person has done some impact on my life and helped me or have taught me something. So yeah, it has been a great journey, and I'm just grateful, so grateful to be here to be able to share this part with you. And every girl who is out there, every woman who has went through child marriage, this book definitely is for you. And every girl who's trying to figure out their life, whoever don't know their path, I encourage you. I know you can do it. All I know, you can do it. You have the power within yourself, but you have to believe in yourself before anyone believes in yourself. You have to take this path of getting to know yourself, understanding who you are, because when you know who you are, the path gets a little bit easier. But you have to put in the hard work of pushing yourself, of looking for that opportunities. Oh, sometimes you just have to create opportunities that if they don't come to you, create your own opportunities. So it has for sure been a journey, and thank you so much. Oh, also another thing that a lot of people have been asking me, where can they get this book? You can get this book on Amazon. I will be sharing actually this on my platform, and also will be able to send them to the host today to be able to share them on their platform. So yeah, the book is called The Undefeated Woman, and it will definitely be on Amazon. And I think Amazon ships everywhere, but yeah, definitely. Hmm. One question is, what do I hope people to learn from this book? I guess one thing that I hope people to learn from this book is like you can create your own path. You can definitely, I think the one thing also I want people to learn from this is like follow your dream, follow your heart, trust your instincts, and walk the journey. Whatever you're pursuing, the right people will join you on that path. The right people to help you, and you may get sometimes rejections, but just have to keep the target on. You have to keep your eye on the target on what you want to accomplish, because all the journeys have hills and mountains, but sometimes some people are not willing to climb those hills or those mountains. Sometimes you just have to, as I said, you have to climb them for yourself or create that journey or create those opportunities for yourself. So definitely, I think that would be something that I would want people to learn from. If the opportunity is now given to you, find your own opportunity, and the right people will always join you on the path. Okay. Yes, this is my first book. So I'm just answering some questions people have asked me. So this is my first book. To me, it's not just the first book, but this book is my therapy, therapist, I would say. And I have been able to really connect well with writing. As I ended this book, I realized how much trauma that I have overcome, and just understanding myself a little bit more. And definitely, this is not my first book. You'll be seeing more of my work as we go along this path. And definitely, I do enjoy reading for sure, for sure. And yeah, I hope you all do enjoy the reading as you read Undefeated Woman. It's very, very personal, very, very personal. And I share my book not because I want to feel pity from people, because this book, everything that I've went through, as I share in this book, have made me who I am. It has made me strong. It has shaped me into this woman I am. It has definitely given me a point of view of life and different point. I believe in good there is bad, in bad there's good. So it depends how you see the situation. And I no longer see problems as problems. I see them as a challenge to help me go on my next level or to help me grow and just challenge myself. And it's hmm, what what do I define? How do I define success? I feel like for me success is a mindset. Definitely, if you wanna get to the success or whatever you wanna do, it's a mindset. To just like, if I keep saying I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, I will not do it. But if I say I can do it and I keep trying different ways, there's this one way that like school teaches us to do one thing in different ways. Like there's that one path. You have to go in this one direction to get where you need to be. I don't believe that. I believe it doesn't matter what path you take as long as you get home, as long as you overcome whatever you're going through. And definitely that that has been something that's how I define success as a mindset, you know. If you put For me at the end of the day, I know if I put my mind to something, I'll get it done, I'll get it accomplished. And everyone has a different uh point of view of success, you know. So some of people, health is success to them, you know, character is success to them. So it really depends how you define it. For me, it's just a mindset. It's just what you put your mind to and what you're willing to go to accomplish. Definitely. Um, I guess I'm wrapping up very soon, and I have 1 minute. And the last thing I would like to talk about question all the advice I would give to someone or youth or young me. I feel like young me will be like, just keep going because the best is yet to come. Keep pushing and just learn within the moment. I would tell young self me, don't push away that pain, but try to learn through that pain. What is teaching you? What are you gaining from the experience? And definitely, I think that would be something because sometimes in situation we tend to push away that pain away. Sometimes we bury it, even we pretend like we are okay. I feel like I wish at a very young age and it was okay for you to feel that pain. It was okay for you to be in that moment. Learn why you're in that moment. What can you learn from that? What can you grab from that to avoid doing that mistake again? And pain is just makes you strong. It just pushes you to do better. And that one how I deal with pain if I'm going through a critical time or a pain I I find a goal that I've been working on, what I wanted to accomplish, and I just pour all my heart into that goal. I just pour that pain in that, and it pushes me to do even better. So, thank you. It has been a pleasure to be able to share Undefeated Woman with you.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate how you have been saying, and a lot of people are joining us all over the world. I appreciate every one of you that you are connecting to this conversation. Join me to welcome this great woman once again. She's doing great work, and she's one of the icons. We believe so much on what she is doing, and that is why we are putting her on the spotlight right here on the Africa Porter Radio TV International. Just when you are explaining about your book, something come to my mind about the title of the book. And I want you to just tell us a bit about the idea. You are the author of Undefeated. What does it mean to be undefeated woman? And what it is that we can use to qualify you as a person with your experience to be one of undefeated woman?
Thank you so much for that question. I Okay, so how the whole undefeated idea for me started, through experiences of life, everything that I went through, I have overcome with a positive mindset. I have like seen the positive, like I sit down, see the positive side of the problem and the positive and the negative side of it, and whichever I choose to focus on. So I first created Undefeated on my Instagram account. It just came out as an Instagram account. It was private. Then I turned into a foundation. So our foundation is called Undefeated. Is it comes like back to where whatever you go through life, you refuse that thing to bring you down, but you embrace, you learn through that moment, you learn through that challenge, you embrace the pain, you you just learn from that and you overcome it. And anyone can be undefeated woman or undefeated man as long as you refuse to give up, as long as you keep learning through the process and allow yourself to grow more and more. Because like whatever challenges comes our way, they're trying to teach us something, they're trying to take us to our next level. Because sometimes we just stay in our comfort zone too much, but with these problems coming to our way, they push us to look outside of the box. So the one thing is like anyone can be undefeated woman, anyone can be undefeated man, as long as you refuse to give up and you allow yourself to grow as a person.
All right, beautiful. I just want to put that book back on the spotlight. Tell people more about how they can get it, especially people outside Africa or inside Africa, because this month is actually the month you are launching it. How people can get it, how people can touch with you. Kindly dish out all your contacts way. I mean, people can link up to you, people can get through to you, people can be able to get hold of the book.
Definitely, definitely. So I'm not sure if Amazon is shipping to Africa, but for sure, like you can get the book on Amazon. There's a couple links that I forgot their names that it's gonna be at. So just feel free. You can DM me on Instagram, DM me on Facebook, and also on Instagram. You can find my email or my WhatsApp phone number. We can be able to connect there, and we can figure out a way to get that book to you if you are not able to get it on Amazon.
Let me quickly take you back to the line of history because that is very, very important. Let's talk about your background, where you're coming from, where you are now, and the kind of courage that have pushed you to be where you are now. I listened to a message you deliver in one of the events few days ago. It gave me a lot of courage. Let's talk a bit about the background and how you managed to get to where you are now.
I was born in Congo, raised in Uganda, and right now I'm in the United States. I have been here. I came when I was 13, so I've been here for about almost 10 years. Um, I feel like for me, it's what I believed in, and it definitely growing up, I kind of like give people or the world the power of defining me, of giving me the title, "Oh, you're meaningless girl," or the only meaning you had was the diary money will pay to marry you. That was the only meaning I had. That's what the world told me, and I believed in that. I took that heart, and that affected me for the longest time of my life. And as I came to United States trying to figure out who I am, I knew there was a person inside me, but how am I gonna get that woman out? I feel like the one thing that definitely has helped me along along this part what is God. I believe in God. I was raised up as a Christian. Definitely, the one thing I would say, whatever God you believe in or God you believe in, whatever your belief is, stand by that. Like, believe even when it doesn't make sense. Have faith and have hope. Keep hoping for the best. So for me, it has been believing. Yeah, as you read my book, you will see that I talk about like praying, fasting. Those are the things that I found peace in. I grew up serving in a church. Those are things like that brought peace to me. Those are things that made me feel like all my problems that way. So definitely also as a person just taking time to get to know me, to know who am I, because like when I understood who I was, people's words, people's opinion no longer had control over me. People's words did not affect me. So definitely I would say like to just the one thing on this path has helped me has been faith, believing even when it did not make sense, even hope, just having hope even when it did not make sense, when even when knowing, okay, I may not overcome this, but like just having hope and faith in that moment, it really helps you and it pulls you and takes you in a very long way, I would say.
Hmm. Wow. Undefeated Women is one of the book that is already trading out there. And I'm encouraging everyone listening to this program this hour, or you'll be listening to it later. Please go and get your copy because you just have to read it. You have to listen to our story. It's a time for Africa to tell their story by themselves. There is a time in our life that people tell our story for us, but it's time for Africa to tell their story by themselves. And that is what the African Portal is up to. All right, before I let you out of my way because of the time constraint and because of the challenges surrounding electricity in South Africa, let me quickly hear from you. What motivates you to put that books together? And what are the codes that make the journey of life easy for you?
Can you repeat the second part of the question?
I said that before, I mean, what motivates you to put that books together? And what are the codes that helped you in the journey of life to make you to allow you to make that decision and put you where you are now? The codes.
Okay. What motivated me? I feel like as an African woman, I feel like even where I come from, growing up, I did not like really see I had so much potential to do things. I never really see people like talking about the challenges they go through, or sometimes I just wanted to read this book to inspire other women like me, to inspire other people, because anyone can really relate to this book with the challenges that I have faced or the challenges I share in this book, definitely. And I feel like I just wanted to share my story with the world. I believe in everyone having a story. I believe in everyone having a story. So if I share my story, I'm hoping it will change someone's life. It will help someone find their path and guide them. And the one quote that I have walked along the path and through everything, actually looking back, I just smile because it has been interesting. Life cannot break you unless you let it break you. I believe you have the power within yourself to find yourself, to push yourself, and to make the best of life, like to just make the best of life you have. You have the power within yourself. You just have to believe within that, look deep in yourself, understand yourself to be able to overcome those challenges. Life can't break you unless you let it to.
Wow, life cannot break you except you allow it to break you. That is a lovely quote. And I intentionally put that together because there is a driving force that drive each and every author to some of the story they put together in their book. All right, let's look at some of the challenges that you're facing in your journey. Probably that also will help someone. Tell us a bit about few of those challenges that you facing, especially by making it from Congo to Uganda, now based in United States of America. Tell us a bit about that.
I think the one challenge for me was not having education at a very young age. And I knew education was my only way out of poverty. I knew education would have provided me a lot of opportunities. I did not learn how to read or write until I was 13. That's when I knew, like, completely knew how to write. I started learning to write, to read, all that. So it hasn't been the easiest journey, but I believed in myself. I wanted to make sure that the next generation of my family don't have to go through what I go through. I wanted to prepare a great path for my kids and my family. So definitely education. Education has really played a big part of my life. Looking now when I was not educated and seeing now educated, hold a degree, it really makes it a lot of different. It's like something that I wish to pronounce, but I don't know how to really put it in words. Definitely, and education definitely have been the biggest challenge and has made a big effect in my life. So yeah.
All right. In the journey of life, there are so many lessons to learn in life. You only start as have access to education at the age of 13, but you don't let that disappoint you. You don't let that hold you back. You still push through and to be voice, the global voice that you African Porter Radio. What are you doing outside putting your books together to also eradicate lack of education in Africa?
Can you repeat the question? You're cutting out a little bit.
What are you doing now in your own personal capacity to eradicate lack of education among Africa?
So, in 2016, when I got here, I started school. I was given everything I needed. So I started working. So the small funds that I got from my job, I was able to sponsor some students to be able to go to school back home. And also, I have created a nonprofit organization called Undefeated. We are helping youth. We are sponsoring youth to get educated. We are sponsoring single mothers and women to be able to start their own businesses, especially women, single mothers who have went through child marriage, to just try to help them um, so that their kids don't have to go through what they went through, to prepare that path for them, and just educating people about child marriage and just like giving because growing back home, I had so much opportunity of doing things. I wanted to do that, but I did not know what where to get the resources or who to guide me to do these things. But now I have went back where I come from and just providing the opportunities that I wanted as a little girl to have, but I did not have. I wanted someone to pay my tuition to be able to go to school and get educated, but I couldn't. So I have started have this nonprofit called Undefeated. We are working within Uganda in Toroko district.
Wow, wow, wow. I intentionally throw that question to you because I know there are so much of things that you are doing in your community, especially in Uganda, to put smile in the face of many people, especially the female. Okay, let's talk about going forward. Where do you see your project in the next coming 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
Definitely in the next coming years, I see Undefeated growing. I see Undefeated changing women's life in Uganda and just sending more youth to school and helping youth to school. And we have clubs within schools within Toroko district, just helping youth to have their own voice, to help them to be more confident, for them to be overcome their challenges. We give them debates, for example, debating on this issue, how would we go about it? We are teaching them entrepreneurial skills. How do you start your own businesses? Where do you get these funds and stuff like that? We are getting them to do project on hand on, not only project, oh, it's just a school project, but this project they can carry on and help them within their life, or they can continue on. Also, we do like help them youth start their own businesses. So it has been within Undefeated in 5 years, we are gonna do more, and we hope to expand within Uganda.
So are you planning taking this beyond Ugandan? Are you planning taking this?
Can you repeat the question?
Are you planning taking it around Africa, or you just want to restrict it to Uganda alone?
So for now, our goal is just Uganda within Toroko district, but we hope in the future to expand within Uganda. But by God's wishes,
Can you
if
hear me?
you get, yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Okay, by God's wishes, we hope to expand
I can
within
hear you.
Uganda.
Yes.
Then after that, we hope to be able
Go
to
ahead.
expand within Africa. So definitely, we are not for now with our fans. I just want to focus on where I come from, to the small village or the district that I grew up in, then expand within Uganda. Then in the future, by God wishes, we'll expand within Africa. Who knows?
All right. Okay. A lot of people will be listening to you, and a lot of people would like to be part of what you are doing, especially to support your projects and to also take it beyond. For those of you that would like to be part of what she's doing and you like to encourage her, please kindly get in touch with me, or you can check her on Instagram. You can speak to her on Instagram to support what she is doing. Thank you very much to everyone that is joining, everyone that is listening, everyone that is following us. I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you for the pleasure of your time, and thank you for being here. This is one of the great women of our time that she is doing so well. She's the author of the Undefeated Woman, and she's a great woman, born in Congo, grew up in Uganda, reside in the United States of America, and she's a great woman, born in Uganda, reside in the United States of America, and she's giving back to the community. And I'm so excited. I'm super excited to have her on the African Portal Radio TV International. I'm so sorry that we start a bit early because of the electricity challenges we are facing in South Africa currently. But I believe that we still have a lot of time to bring her back to talk about what she's doing as we follow up with our project. Before I let you out of my way, kindly a word of encouragement to the youth like you listening to this program and to the parents as well, probably in Africa and beyond Africa.
Thank you so much for that question. Before I dive into advice for the youth. We have a fundraiser happening. We are fundraising for women's business and fundraising for youth tuition. So I have that a link within my bio. So please, every small thing counts. You can donate the small you have and to just make impact around the world. The one thing, the advice that I'll give to the youth, um, chase your dreams. Keep your eyes on that target. Believe in yourself before anyone else believes in you. Know who you are. Sometimes people will come, you bring people in your table, and sometimes they will not understand your vision or where you're trying to go. My advice be, don't be afraid to tell them to leave that table. Because that's your vision. You don't want someone else to come in and change your vision. Come, because you know the foundation of that. So keep fighting, keep going. The journey is not gonna be easy. You're gonna get no's, you're gonna get discouraged, but always go back to remember why you started in the first place. The one thing I really encourage whoever is trying to start up something, chasing your dream, know who you are. Because when you know who you are, it will be very hard for other people's opinion or for their no to discourage you or to put you down. Because you know the right person will always be there to come and join that table. But and to the parents, just be be supportive to your kids and just trust them and just wish them well. That's all I would say, and just be proud of them. Because sometimes when we hear parents, "Oh, I'm very proud of you for doing that," even it's the smallest thing, it always encourages us to keep going. But sometimes, um, within the people that I have worked with or I come across with, some parents like don't support their dreams for the youth dreams and stuff. But always help them to the small you can. Just be the best supportive parent you can. And definitely youth, just keep going because the best is not yet to come.
All right. Thank you very much for that advice, youth. I hope you had it to yourself. Believe in your vision, believe in your dream, believe in what you carry, and the sky is just the starting point. She's doing it, even though she started the education very late at the age of 13, but now she's the global voice. She's doing it, and I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of what she is doing. All right, everyone listening to us, this is where we'll be drawing the curtain for this hour. Sorry that we came a bit early. It's have to do with some challenges surrounding the electricity. But by the grace of God, we are believing that we're going to bring her back to have another exciting time on the African Portal Radio TV International. Everyone join me to celebrate this great woman. Follow her on Instagram and all our social media. She's on Facebook as well. Be part of what she is doing, and please kindly let her know she can do it. All right, before I let you go, what is the next thing on your table? Which title of another book we should be waiting for?
Another title of the book you should be waiting for. Um, For now, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure and 100% you see my another other work. You definitely read my next book, not long from now, but just keep an eye out. It definitely will be another inspiring, overcoming, and just like helping youth on their journey and Yeah, definitely.
Right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Please give me a definition that you believe is working for you. What's your own personal definition for failure, and what is your own personal definition for success?
I think for me, success means like you will not give up, you keep pushing and finding yourself and just like keep growing and embrace yourself on every stage of your life because every stage of our life teaches us something or is preparing us for something. Definitely, I feel like to always just, even if sometimes it's hard, to always keep looking on the positive side of things. And I would say, I don't think I would find I really have a definition of failure because in a way I don't believe in failure. I just believe like if it doesn't work out, try a different way. There's always a way for you to be able to do something. Fail but never fail to try. Definitely also there's so many ways you can do things. It doesn't matter what road you take as long as you go home. There's no failure as long as you keep trying and don't give up. There's no failure. So I am that one person. If it did not work for me this way, I'm gonna try it this way until I get to that goal, until I get to what I want to the, the outcome of that goal. So it's just like doesn't matter what road you take home as long as you get home. It's so hard for me to hear you right now. It's like you're frozen.
All right. Thank you very much. A lot of people have assisted just to get to say thank you to few people or many people that have assisted you in your journey.
Can you repeat that for me, please? Yeah, it's technical issues. I think I had something him saying, say thanks to everyone who have helped me on this journey. I'll definitely take the moment to thank my late grandmother, Florence Amot Tvaleka. She's definitely been a part of my journey, the most inspiring and very strong woman that I have had the chance, and I'm so grateful to be called her granddaughter and to call her my grandmother. And another person that would be uh, Mary Karungi Avoli. She has been a very supportive person and has learned a lot from her, very hardworking mother figure in my life. So I could have not asked for a better mother figure in my life. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you and I love you, Avoli. Wawalan biyo na bolwang. And I'm hoping he would come back very soon. Here he comes. His connection is very bad. But thank you for everyone who tuned in. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking your time and come to listen to us as we speak. And yeah, thank you for your support. It really means a lot. Also, thanks to Undefeated team. Could have not been possible without you all. Thank you
Being
for your
part of
support.
this conversation, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We put you on the spotlight is to celebrate you, is to appreciate you, is to look to you in the face and say, well done for great job that you are doing on the continent and beyond. And we really appreciate you for all your efforts to make this continent great. We celebrate you and we appreciate you. Do have a great evening and keep shining, keep smiling, keep doing the great work that you are doing. Keep uplifting yourself. Keep uplifting others. And I wish you
I can't hear you again. You're frozen. Thank you so much for having me here. It has been a pleasure talking to you all. And yeah, thank you. I could have not been more grateful. Thank you for the great work you're doing and just connecting us around the world. Thank you.